Hey y'all, I'm gonna do that, do that. I'm going to do that. I'm going to do that. I'm singing my own music. Let me get my stuff. Oh, let me get my flavored Wawa. Oh, come on in, y'all in the sky. Please hit the like as you come in. Hey, I got two gadgets going. Good morning, Faith. Yeah. Good morning, Miss Candy. Now I got this other gadget going because this other one was going kind of slow to let me start a show, but I didn't take it down because I'm saying just in case. And I know if I enter studio, I'm gonna have to be on there twice. But there's something on the other gadget says edit avatar. I never saw that before. I'm afraid if I touch that, I'm gonna be on it twice. I'm gonna leave it alone. So I'm not gonna enter the studio on that one. But good morning, everybody. Coco Puff, Shani. Now I'm still a little late, but I was waiting for my normal 20 to come in first. Here we are. Because I thought I was gonna over there Miss Pizarro because I try to look at her a little bit before I come on. So that's another reason why I'm late. I was trying to watch her for a little bit before I come on. And here I am, you guys. Now, let's have a sip of poo real fast. It's usual. Morning, everybody. Somebody told me to throw these bonnets away. Blue is my favorite color. I'm waiting for it. Might be already. Shout out to Deanna. I ordered another bonnet. It was blue one that she showed with a band around it. I can't wait for it to get here. Everybody know blue is my favorite color. So in the morning, I was talking with somebody because y'all see how my allergies drain, and I was saying sometimes I'm pushing myself to talk, and I don't want to get to the point where I completely lose my voice. Sometimes that can happen because I remember I feel sorry for poor fakes when her voice left, but mine have done that several times too. So anyway, I was told about a different remedy to do when that happens, and I'm going to try that. They say mix, I think, pineapple and cucumber together, and that helps. Because so far, me with the Flonase and that sinus, it'd probably be better in the mornings. But anyway, it is what it is. Have a dream, but we're going to get right down to what I want to talk about. And y'all see my title. First, I want to do, I get the YouTube stuff in a minute. Hold on one second. Make sure I got my water right here. I'm gonna do that. I'm gonna do that. I'm gonna do that. I'm gonna. Here it is, y'all. I'm gonna be letting y'all know which water I'm working on. But I also got coffee too as well. Today I got classic lemonade. Remember I told y'all I like drinking this? Because it makes me drink water and it makes me stay away from soda pops. Let me adjust this a little bit. Okay, that's what's going on. So anyway, y'all, let's do the surrogate thing first, and then I'll get to the YouTube. Y'all was strolling around, and you know how bad on kids. That's what make me feel some kind of way when I see people have kids and they neglect children. There's a lot of people that want kids and can't have kids. And so I would never understand why somebody would, do that shit for a kid. And they, some kind of people out here. Let me read this story to y'all about this couple who want a kid real bad. It says a married man and his surrogate had an affair. Now they're in a custody battle. Now I ran across it first on Ricky Smiley's show. Shout out to Ricky Smiley. Okay. Now they updated this about 19 hours ago, so it's not an old story. And I'm gonna read it to y'all. Now this one first is Ricky Smiley. Okay. Eva's Corner. A married man had an affair with his surrogate, are now in a custody battle. In today's segment of Eva's Corner, this listener needs some serious help. The man and his wife were trying to troubles, so they decided to get a surrogate, and later down the line, the two ended up having an affair. These commercials be getting in the way, girl. They be getting in the way. W-A-Y way.
Good morning, everyone, and welcome to Eva's Corner, where we talk about all things womanhood.
Now, this on Ricky
and
Smiley's.
the juiciness in between. And today, Ricky, I got a messy little story. So, a married man and his surrogate had an affair, and now they are in a wild custody fight. So, what happened was a woman who bore a child for a married couple now wants.
Hey, y'all, my sound is not working. Face y'all. Do I need to do that other gadget? Is my sound working? Because I'm not going to go on. Okay, y'all. Good morning, Ms. Drill. Oh, better now? Okay, let me continue.
Joint guardianship of the baby because she had an affair with the father. The surrogate identified herself as KB, says that she was engaged in extramarital relationship with the father, who identifies as SB, but volunteered to serve as a surrogate for him and his wife because he wanted to support their marriage. Well, after a failed attempt at insemination, artificially, however, she claimed that he suggested that they went ahead and tried to conceive naturally, the good old-fashioned way, Ricky, and secretly promised her that if it was in fact successful, that he would leave his wife and that they would raise the baby on their own. Well, let's go ahead and fast forward a little bit. 4 years. I know it's going to get real messy, Kay. 4 years later, the man is still with his wife, is being denied any visitation at all, and the conflict has made it all the way to the top of the courts. Now, despite KB's claims that she wanted to support this existing marriage and offered to serve as a surrogate for him and his wife 5 years ago, who were having trouble conceiving, the trio allegedly traveled to India in 2016, tried to make it work with frozen embryos. It did not work. Then the wife had no idea that this lady, the surrogate, was sleeping with her husband behind it twice. She has documents of getting rid of those pregnancies by the father, and now is pregnant again and wants full custody of the baby. The courts are in an uproar because they have never seen anything like this and do not know what to do. So the case of who the legal guardians and parents will be still remains to be unseen. Remains to be seen. But Ricky, what do you think about this? Like,
now let me say this. First of all, it sounds like the man sweet talked the lady, but she probably wanted to have an affair with him anyway. So what they're saying is, when they couldn't conceive, the eggs that they froze, the artificial insemination wouldn't work. So he suggested to do it the old-fashioned way. She fell for it right away because she wanted to have an affair with him anyway, and evidently he was attracted to her anyway, because they're not saying who picked the surrogate. Was it him or her or both of them? Then in the meantime, she had 2 pregnancies. She aborted 2, then finally had a child. No, this man was a dog in the first place. He couldn't have sweet talked me. If you just a surrogate, you're supposed to keep that as a. And whenever you and that lady talked, the wife.
Wow. I'm so confused right now.
Yeah, me too. I'm trying to put all the pieces together.
I lost myself.
I just want.
It is a bit confusing. So now, finally, there was a baby besides the 2 abortions. I don't know why the other 2 abortions, bad as they wanted children, how the man talked to her into getting rid of those 2, I don't know. But I know 1 was born. Now the child is 5 years older, and they're in the courts. Because I think what happened was she fell in love with the man because he promised her that they would get married when the baby come. He would leave his wife. But as of 4 years later, almost 5 years later, he's still with his wife. Of course, the man loves his wife. He just wanted to sleep with you. To me, they could have kept trying, because I've heard of surrogacy, and I've heard of people trying so many times. All that they might try 3, 4, 5 times. The eggs might not take before one of them take. I also learned that, y'all, by looking at the Kardashians too. You remember Khloe's eggs wouldn't take, but I'm listening.
So a couple hired a surrogate, and the husband started to have an affair with the surrogate. Now the surrogate wants the child that they made together to be their child, not the wife's child.
So who egg it is?
It's the surrogate
it's
and
her
the husband's egg, right? But legally, don't the documents state that the husband and wife who initially got the surrogate, but the child belongs to the husband and wife. So can she come in and say
the paperwork does say that?
Okay.
How old is the child now?
The child is 5 now. 5 years old.
CPS, Child Protective Service, need to come in and take that child because these grown folks all sound like a mess.
No.
The mom is the woman who carried the baby, though. Even if they signed the papers over to have the surrogate, that's not her child. That's for the
she signed them over.
That's for the other woman.
And I can see why she would want the child now, but she didn't think of that before. She shouldn't have been messing with the man. Like, huh?
No, they went into it the wrong way. They went into it with the whole wrong idea. No, they didn't. The husband and wife went into it. They wanted to have a child, so they went to the surrogate. The surrogate the man wound up getting feelings with the surrogate, and then he impregnated her. Because when she produced the egg, he didn't know that ass was that big when he saw it.
Yeah, they kind of joking around now. But yeah, I think they both wanted. And did they just say that the wife and the husband picked the surrogate? I think the man had more say so in the surrogate anyway. He was attracted to her, and she was attracted to him. Why would he suggest, oh, okay, the eggs ain't taken, let's have it fair and do the old way? And what about, was it done the natural way, the first 2 that she aborted? Now I'm going to read a different story, because in that story, I think they tell us about the 2 that got aborted. Good morning, Cheryl Brown. That's a hot mess. So do y'all think that it should be an issue? Like Ricky Smiley said, the lady did sign the child over. So what is the big deal? Okay. What's the big deal? The baby was signed over. It doesn't belong to the lady who carried the baby. Now, there's Ricky Smiley show. This is Daily Beast. Now, the people are from Canada. A Canadian court is weighing a surrogacy tug-of-war with a twist. A woman who bore a child for a married couple wants joint custody of the baby because she had an affair with the father. So she feels like since they had an affair for her to get married, she needs to have joint custody. In other words, she want to be a wife-in-law. She want to, have him and his wife, all 3 of them in a relationship. The surrogate, identified as British Columbia court documents only by the initials KB, says she was engaged in an extramarital relationship with the father, also identified by his initials MSB, but volunteered to serve as a surrogate for him and his wife because she wanted to support their marriage. Yeah, we see the kind of support she wanted to do. She wanted to sleep with the man. That's the kind of support she wanted to do. After a failed attempt to inseminate her artificially, however, she claims he suggested they try to conceive naturally and secretly promised her that if it was successful, he would leave his wife and raise the baby with her as their own. Now, my thing is, wait a minute, hold on 1 minute, y'all. Let me clear my throat. Now, my thing is, you give in so easy when he say, let's do it naturally. Now, fast forward 4 years and the father is still with his wife. The surrogate is being denied any visitation at all. And the conflict has made it all the way to the province top court. Now, that's another reason why she's mad. They won't let her see the baby. Do y'all think she got any rights at all to see the baby? I don't know. I don't think she should have any rights, but that's her fault, thinking that the man's going to leave his wife. That's the story. I said maybe 3 times because they say two of the babies were aborted. 2 of the pregnancies were aborted. So didn't have 1 living child. That's why I'm confused on why were 2 of those pregnancies aborted. I don't get that, and they're not saying why. And I'm reading, trying to find out why, but they're not saying. But it's a lot of different news people talking about this. So it's a big story. We'll discuss it some more when I get around to dropping my link. So y'all, I was listening at Sean Bradley, and he was saying that something is strange for somebody to be in a marriage for 19 years, but you jumping on Pastor he started talking about when his father died, how hard he grieved. He talked about when his son died, how hard he grieved. But everybody do grieve differently. He was saying that man is not acting like a grieving husband of 19 years. And because why would a grieving husband come on here, say they want to protect what people are saying about Tracy? Well, he's also protecting his wife named Sean Bradley. And maybe it's because he knew that Tracy and his wife loved each other. Maybe that's why he feel like he was dragging her. Y'all see what the crazy lady did yesterday. She got in the whole title. She called the coroner's office. Who does that? Y'all, that's weird. The lady said she called the coroner's office. Now, she had everybody, mama was over there watching it too. When I got off live, I started strolling and she was over there. And I said, wow, everybody's over there wanting to hear that crazy story, but they went over there for the story for real. They was over there because they wanted to go look at it and laugh at you, Clyde, because of how stupid, how ridiculous that you're sounding. She said there wasn't a body anywhere. Now, I got confirmation from somebody sent me something. The lady really did pass, for real, which I never doubted that, you guys. Then it started being so much talk, of what was going on. You know what I'm saying? So I don't know, but the lady did pass, and I know we all said we're not going to talk about it no more, but you can't help it, because I'm talking about it because I want to tell Sean Bradley, just because you grieved in that kind of way, you can't expect for everybody to grieve the same way. You can't do that. So I don't understand that one. But at first I was kind of saying, well, he got something there. No. But now, yesterday when he was on Kiki panel, and he was giving threats towards Clydevia that he was going to go hurt her, do something to her. Kiki got on the panel and talked to him. And I'm glad Kiki did that. Shout out to Kiki. Kiki got up there and told the man, no, just back off, because the threats ain't cool, because the lady's crazy anyway. She probably called the police by now anyway and said that her life got threatened. So anyway, Kiki came up there and talked to him and let him know you're grieving, go ahead and get down and try to ignore the lady. Anyway, Kiki did calm him down. So shout out to Kiki for doing that. But I do wish too he would stay off, because I'm questioning Jay Wilson's motives. How did a man know Jay Wilson and just jump on Jay Wilson's panel? Now they say the man just showed up in the chat. I don't know. I didn't watch Jay Wilson. This is hearsay, y'all. So I don't know how true it is. I didn't watch it, but this is what I heard, that he went over there twice. Now, I don't know. I think if it was me, if I dropped my link, I don't know if I would want to bring him up. I don't know. I probably would tell him, no, just go ahead and grieve. You in mourning. You don't need to come explain nothing to nobody. And because to me, and I don't care if Jay Wilson get offended, clicks and views, everybody over there, you making the corner for talking about that too as well. It is what it is. Now, that's my take on it. And I don't care how mad you get. I mean, and the man grabbed the link, and everybody's free to grab the link. But I don't know. I probably would be telling if I did let him grab my link. I understand you in mourning. We don't need to discuss this no further. Go do what you got to do. That's it. But that's me. That's me. So let me move on. And I don't know if you're going to take this as shade. He's swapping down. He watched me, and that I was saying something about him using voodoo. And if had you watched my whole thing and watched it in detail and really paid attention, he would have seen that I didn't say that. So there you go again, twisting everything somebody say. Okay, now let's move on to the next one. Now, I got on Sir King's last night because I was waiting for him to come on and see what he's going to talk about. And he kind of hinted at Kiki a little bit, made little jokes, but he wasn't a big deal, So I watched him for a while. He was throwing his little jokes in there about the roast beef sandwich, and not sandwich, okay? Not sandwich. Anyway, he made jokes about that because y'all know about the porno one the other day, whatever. And making jokes about me getting the ticket first time in my life, running a red light. It was all good, you know what I'm saying? He liked to do little corny jokes. But anyway, I finally got on the panel. He had dropped the link, and I wrote it down. I couldn't come up. I was making brownies. So then he joked about what's in the brownies, whatever. It was all in good fun, I'm assuming, because I joke and right back. Even if it's a shady joke, I do it right back. See, no big deal. So anyway, when I got on the panel, I got ready to get off. He says, wait a minute, somebody want to come up. Do you want to talk? I said, depends on who it is. Because in my mind, it was going to be that nut that I always want to jump on somebody's panel or be in the chat wherever. That one was going to get up there and I was going to drop down. And so anyway, it happened to be this lady called Mama D. She spoke to me and said she in my bushes every day. She watched me every morning and I told her thank you, for watching and so forth and so forth. But at the time, y'all, I didn't know or put together who she was because even Sir King said, I don't think she remembered you. And I didn't remember her. I don't know too much about her. Then this morning it came to me. That's the lady that used to call in and say that was her son. Leave her son alone. Telling me that Sir King was her son. And I thought, and somebody brought it to my attention. I said, oh, that's that lady. But anyway, when she got up there, she started talking about something that I wasn't talking about and wasn't interested. Sir King really went on that subject. He wasn't really on that subject, but she started talking about money and how 5A was somebody was all counting Tracy's money in her pockets or whatever. But then she said, and bless you all in their pockets, you count them out. That's when I started talking over. I said, wait a minute, what are you talking about? I ain't counting any money. And I started talking over and I started letting her know, no, we got to talk about that. Let's bag up on that one. Come to find out when it comes down, because Sir Key was trying to tell me, no, she made a mistake. I said, oh, tell me something, because I don't count nobody coins, nobody pockets. So people in the chat was trying to tell me she honestly made a mistake. Bless me, by that time I seen she made that mistake. So I wrote in there, okay, but I was getting down anyway. I didn't get down, Sir King, because of her or anybody that was standing over there. I got down because I was getting down anyway. But he saw somebody back there. I said, well, I'm thinking in my mind, I'm going to wait and see who it is before I get down. And that's who it was. Yeah, I have to get on about it. I hadn't heard nothing about her for a while now, for months. But that's the lady that used to call in and say, leave my son alone. Now, you say you're in my bushes every day. Okay, call in now. What I don't understand is a lot of times when I get off my live, people will call me. And I would say, well, why didn't you call me while I was live? You know what I'm saying? Like that time y'all told y'all when I got off Skelly, they called. I said, well, I just got off live. Why are you calling me? Call me when I'm live and you got something to say. But anyway, when I peeked over there yesterday at 5A, she made a 33-minute video, 30-minute video, whatever. She was over there talking about one of China's friends of 30 years hit her up and want to come on and talk. Now, I don't believe no friend of 30 years all of a sudden off the blue hit you up 5A to come do an interview with you. Now, according to Sir King, she said she was going to do the interview, and I think he said that the lady was a no-show. But when I got there, I heard her saying that she's going to be interviewing the lady, meaning it's coming soon. I don't know if it came last night or this morning, whatever. But I don't believe nobody hit her up for an interview. I really don't believe that, y'all. Isn't that crazy? Why? One of her friends told me she want to know what's going on the YouTube. Do y'all believe that? Somebody, a friend of 30 years, she said, yeah, because she got friends. She got real friends. She got real family. And Skilly, I don't know what you were saying, Skilly, but it wasn't nothing negative, but I did see you in the chat saying whatever it is you were saying. You know how some people watch us, then run over there to the ops or whatever. People can watch it and want to watch True. But I just, threw that out there. And that's the way it was. And that's all that really happened. So the surrogate situation, the Mama D, I didn't know who she was for real, but that's the lady used to say, leave her son alone. Oh, we also brought up Kanye. When Kanye said, Kanye, whatever way you pronounce his name, Brown, was saying that his ex sent the police over there. But actually, it wasn't the police, it was a server. Because evidently, he still owed back child support that he owed to the lady. And, with all the money stuff, it ain't nobody on welfare for the welfare to be taking it out your checks. You know what I'm saying? Because usually, when somebody gets served like that, it's because they're supposed to sit it in voluntarily themselves. Because, sometimes ladies go welfare and the welfare would get their money for them. So anyway, he was talking about that. And I told Sarkeen, no, you're not saying that right. You're not saying it right. But he said he walked outside. He didn't know it was the police. So when he seen it was the police, he said his piece on the side, set it down, and that's what happened. So we also talked about that over there. I think I put that on my community board. That particular, no, that was Angela Staten. But anyway, so we discussed that yesterday, and I told him, you ain't telling it right. But anyway, the child supposed to be 22 years old now. And the lady wanted her money at back pay. So that's another thing we talked about. Then after that, pretty much, after I got down, watched a little bit more, because by the time Limit came up, then I left. So whatever went on after that, it went on. And then, no, Sir King, I didn't leave because you be talking about, I got to drop the link. Let's got to go to bed. No, I'll be busy. I'll be wrapping my household up for the night. If there's anything left undone, because I would not go to bed with my house being tidy. So if I got a spoon or anything left in the sink, it's getting clean. In other words, I wake up the next morning, my kitchen is immaculate for me to start the next morning to get the coffee going and anything else I want to do in there. Yes, I am OCD, whatever, when it comes to that like that. Yeah. Because my husband said, you got to watch it. And yeah, I got to wash everything. I got to wipe the counters. They already wiped. Well, I'm wiping them again. I make my bleach dishwater and wash it, wipe again. Even before the COVID, that's what I did. That's what I'm going to always do. It is what it is. Hey, thank you, S. Dukes. I'm glad I looked up here. Let me speak to some folks now that just came in. Hey, Mimi. Oh, Mimi. I heard Diamond Dory's back. She came over there to you. I didn't see her. But let her know that I was texting her to see how she was doing. If you in my bushes, Diamond Dory, you had people worried about you. But then I heard that there were a lot of people emailing you or whatever, trying to see how you was doing. But I did text you. I wondered, because I said she gone for a while. I thought maybe you was ill or something. Good morning, Dana Blue. CPR nurse. Okay, let me see this. Thank you again. S. Dukes. Okay, let's see now, because I be missing a lot of names. It's impossible. Thank you for the 229 in the house. I'm trying to speak to much of y'all as possible. Good morning, Ashley, Dana Blue, Mitri, Ray Black, Winshanti. And I'll speak as I go along. Safara. What's that? Safara has a clone. Safara, you got a clone too? We all got clones, girl. A 30-year friend would definitely know. Oh, now the thing popping up. Oh, no, but this is on Bless Watkins. Yesterday, I was touching my thing because I wanted the choice of four to pop up because I was trying to moderate Kiki over there on Bless 2. Well, I'll be on Bless 2 again today, a little bit after this, because I'm trying to get that now in the aneurysm. It went popping up for me to do it. So, y'all, I've been talking about 30 minutes. I'm going to start dropping my link if anybody want to speak on any of this foolishness. And what y'all think about that lady talking about she calling the coroner? Coroner, isn't that crazy? She is trying to say that this lady didn't die. You know, this is just getting weirder and weirder every day that we're trying to move on from hearing about it, but we can't. Now, I'm really praying that the man go ahead and grieve with his family and not worry about who said what on YouTube. Because I doubt that Tracy, worried about him, coming on to protect her. She can protect herself. So I'm quite sure she told him, don't worry about it. Go ahead and grieve, get with your family and friends. Stanky be over there talking about y'all got friends and there's a friend of 30 years. Get with them. Sir, I don't know you, but I pray for you and your family. And I'm hoping you can just move on. I really do, because this is just ridiculous, because it don't look like this lady over here that get full of them drugs, gonna come over here. It don't look like she's gonna stop. She is so mad or jealous or whatever the case is at Tracy that she want to try to make people believe that the lady is not deceased. Give it up, Clyde. But also Jay Wilson, wow. And it's none of my business, but I am trying to figure out, how did he know to come over there and be on Jay Wilson's panel twice? No, it's just a weird situation. Yeah, thanks, y'all miserable. Just move on, leave that woman alone. I mean, yeah, leave that woman's man alone, leave the whole family alone. Let them grieve. Leave that lady alone. She didn't even have a chance to even be cold. Exactly, Dana, you just can't call up to a corner's office sensitive. Exactly. But she sure over there lying, saying that's what she did. That's crazy. And we already knew there was a screw loose up there. We already know that she's a total alcoholic, because you see how she get them fifths and turn them up to her mouth. And every time she's sitting there, she rolling her trees. And then when somebody texts her and tells her the model, then she'll find a reason to stand up, walk over there to the side of the bed, like she's still rolling up a tree, and then lay across the bed. At that point, she'd be posing, she get a little cash app from the perverts. That's what I heard. We can say allegedly, but that's what I heard. Because when I heard that, I said, oh, no wonder she always find a reason to get up and move over there. She be modeling, for whatever pervert they want to see her job. She be modeling. Yes, indeed, but I don't know. So that's still what's going on. So hopefully, it come to an end. But with this lady, George, about this lady, I doubt it. I seriously doubt it. Nah, she ain't gonna move on. So y'all, I'm gonna start dropping my links. See anything else going on. Anybody can grab my link, and speak on anything I spoke on. Or if you got something that relates to it, I understand, because Sean Bradley was trying to relate how he moaned, how he grieved. But everybody grieved different. Then it could be escape for the man. And what I mean by that, last week I had something going on in my household. And I was telling y'all, oh, something came up. Something went on in the family, but I didn't want to come on and say it. Because people is, oh, she on the YouTube and she say so-and-so going on. I only told her to see about 4 people what was going on. But in the morning hours, that was my escape, to come over here and talk to y'all and have coffee, but not necessarily escaping to take my mind off something for an hour or so. And then when I get off, go handle what was going on. Now everything is cool, and I still ain't gonna say quite what it was, because ain't nobody business. But some people, the few people I talked to, I let them know, so that was her. Of course, I told Lady Nika what's going on. The crazy lady, that one and that one. About 4 people, I was letting them know a few things was going on. And that's why I was being late. One of the days I didn't come on, I was taking care of my business. And then I said, okay, now I got to get my mind off this for about an hour. So then I came on here and did a live. And that's the way it is. So maybe it's just escape for a minute. Maybe that's his way of grieving. Maybe that's his way of letting some of it out by talking about it. Whatever, we don't know. So, and I'm not going to judge it. First when Sean was saying that, I'm saying, well, wow. He's not acting like a grieving member, but there's no particular way to act. I put it to y'all like that. There's no particular way to act, but I only hope that you move on and God give him the strength and the peace to move on. And that chapter is closed, but that memory will always be there, and a very, very good memory. And then, thank God for loaning her to him, because we all belong to God. That's the way I see it. That's the way it is. So anyway, y'all, I'm dropping my link. Let me read this one. It's a big one. Both Phi and Clyde is going to ride the death of CD out until an obituary surface, and Mr. CD ain't making it no better. The more he talks, the more Clyde and Phi would. Well, that's true too, because that was mentioned too. That the more you come on here, yeah, and they're gonna continue to milk this, a few of them, for their coins. Yes, they are. That's true. But like I said, maybe that's his escape. We never know. Like I said, there's no particular way. Hey, Miss Cruiser. Hey,
Can
hey,
you hear me?
Yeah, I hear you.
Okay. Yeah, it's me.
I know. Go ahead.
Okay. So I wanted to talk real briefly, very, very briefly, about the dearly departed.
Right.
Some people they're not going to stop, and the best way to handle them is to ice them out. We all know that China doll, had a beautiful spirit, and she should be remembered. Her memory should be respected and honored because she carried herself that way here on YouTube. And last night, somebody said in the chat, and I took my nosy butt over there to check, that Rita did confirm everything, and there is an obituary available. And so that ends all rumors and noise and chat and all of that. That takes care of all of that. It's been confirmed. People have seen that it indeed happened the way that the husband that came online said that it did. And you're right. I kind of understand people, being a little confused about how he handled it, but people handle death differently. And would my family members be online? More than likely not. Where I live at, I had an uncle. I lost an uncle just this past Tuesday, and his wife. My aunt has had so many people in and out of the house that she wouldn't have had time to go online at all, because it was just constant visitors, and then constant things to do. But who knows? Maybe he doesn't have a big family. Maybe they don't do things that way where they live. You don't know. And so it's not really for us to determine how people should handle things. So I just want to say, my condolences to Tracy and everybody who cared for China Doll. And I'm going to remember all the good things about her and ice out everybody who's saying anything silly and negative and crazy. So that's what I want to say about that.
Okay, so basically, Rita showed proof, and some other people seen the proof, because you said that's typical.
There are some people who's actually seen the obituary.
And I wonder, how did they see it? The husband didn't put it out, did he?
Well, I don't really, want to go into that because nobody wants to be involved with anything involving, kind of, I guess who would be considered doctor, but it's been confirmed. I just say that it's been confirmed. When I went over there, she was just showing something on her phone, and she was like, go check this and that, so.
Well, you're right about that, because first of all, people will say, for example, if I seen the obituary myself and showed it, then that mean I'm doxing. So you're right, so when is it doxing? When is it not doxing? I'm just saying, well, I'm glad people seen the proof. So if I had the proof, I wouldn't show it, because they sure would start hollering doxing. And then what Boom said up here, Mr. CD needs to stay off panels. He threatened to take her call. That's why Kiki Boom jumped on Teresa's panel yesterday and talked him down from talking like that. That's why I say shout out to Kiki. I'm glad he went up there and told him that, because that lady already going crazy, saying crazy stuff. Next thing you know, she gonna do whatever and call the police, because she's doing too much over there already. Who's to say she ain't did it already? Because I'm quite sure she was in Teresa's bushes. So I'm just only hoping he don't come on here no more, or nobody's panel no more, because You don't, Tracy know that you don't have to protect her. She protects herself because he is saying he want to protect Tracy if people lying on her about this money situation or whatever. She don't need protection. She protects herself. Then at the same time, I understand why he's doing it because his wife, he don't want her good name trapping over, her reputation being thrown around as if she was this bad person. So I get that part, but I don't think you
And
come on here and
the
protect
best thing
nobody
I
else.
think to do is to again ice all those. I got that ice them out from Traletta. I borrowed that word, but ice them out, ignore them, because one thing I did hear him say is that he doesn't know anything that the negative people are saying until the people that he actually like says it on their channel. So if people don't, if they, it's okay to say we offer our condolences and talk about, how inspiring, encouraging she is. But if we just don't talk about what negative people are saying, he won't know. He'll just hear those good things. And that's probably what he come for. And that's okay for him to come for that. So, that would be my suggestion. If people, once I know it's hard, but when they hear that old foolishness, don't even repeat it. Don't even, get on your channel and say it. That I'm not telling people, nobody, what to do, but that'll avoid him getting upset and it getting back to him, because he said he don't hear it.
He needs to stop answering to everybody. Say, hey, as Jay said, Blazing already posted a message from the family earlier this week. If people check for themselves, I did, they would know that he's responded to well wishes. Yeah, and there's nothing wrong for him to respond to well wishes to people on the Facebook and as well as YouTube. But what we're saying is, I think now, that people is gonna run with this and use it for whatever reason. I think, he's already said, and I just wish that him well, and he can't get with his family if he has family, friends, finish his grieving process. I just hate to see him have to keep coming on here because what that crazy lady's over there saying. That's what I'm talking about. And I'm glad Kiki stopped him because of that, because he didn't know on YouTube people take everything and run with it and twist it and lie and make it seem like you said it this way and you didn't say something that way. You know what I'm saying? So that's the only thing I'm saying. He really feel like he needs to protect Tracy as well, and that's a good thing. That let you know right then that he knows his wife loved her and she loved him. But I just think it's time to just chill for a minute, And then again, like I said, maybe that's the way he's grieving by talking about it to some of her friends that he know that she loved also on here, So I don't know.
Yeah. Gotta see him through it. See him through it. The other thing I wanted to talk about was that surrogate situation. Now,
okay.
I have a question to the ladies. Don't nobody get offended. This is just a question. Why every time something like this go down, we automatically blame the woman and make the woman responsible? That man is a grown man and he's considered the head. And for those of us with faith, we consider us the weaker vessel, which leaves him as the stronger vessel. I don't understand why we always go automatically to blame the woman. That woman who had the children by him, she's morally wrong. She doesn't have a good moral conscience. That was a bad decision to do. But she didn't go and stand before God and make a vow to that man's wife that she will serve and honor them. He did. So he broke the vows. He broke. Nobody's responsible for your marital vows but you. So he broke those marital vows. So that I want to say that first, because we tend to automatically act like the woman took him and he had no control. He had no control over this thing. He couldn't say no because he's just got to have it. He told her he was gonna marry her and all of that, blah blah blah. And she, bad character for believing that, but he's to blame. So I think that he broke. Having said all that, he broke the contract, because if the contract was she was going to be a surrogate and they were going to do it by artificial insemination. I'm about to mess this word up, insemination or however you pronounce it, and he did it by natural. That's a broken contract.
Well, of course it is.
Yeah, and the relationship was supposed to be you are a surrogate. So when they went into a different affair, the contract was broken. So why does he have rights to this baby, but the natural mother doesn't have rights to this baby? So the two of them the two of them are so wrong. And how does the wife feel about this baby? Does she now want this baby? And two more things I'm gonna say about this. Number one, I don't think that husband wanted a child at all. I just think he wanted a good time. Number two, I don't think that husband loved his wife at all. Because when people say he loved his wife, he wanted his wife. Well, if he loved and wanted his wife and respected his wife, he wouldn't have been messing around with her. So that's something we as women, we ain't want. When a man go out and mess around, or if you're a man and your wife go out and mess around, however it is, when somebody mess around on you, you ain't winning when they come back to you, because they never respected you in the first place. They put you out there. That man put you out there. When this is what I think about, and I'm gonna say this and get on off the panel. If I am in a relationship with a man and he goes out and mess with somebody else, I don't know. So he's keeping it a secret from me. That woman know my name, where I live, where I work, where I drive. He ain't do nothing to protect me. He couldn't have loved me. He couldn't have loved me because he just put me in harm's way, and I don't even know that I'm in harm's way. So we're gonna have to start putting the responsibility and the blame back on the man and make men be men. So I know that's kind of all.
Yeah, but I said, okay, let me jump in there now. I said that I didn't say that everything was on a woman. Both of them was wrong. I feel like, first, I agree with you. He really didn't want no kids. His wife probably was the one that really wanted kids. He wanted to make her happy, make them think, well, yeah, they want to raise a child together. Right. Then they picked the surrogate together. I'm assuming he was attracted to the lady. She was attracted to him. They both were at fault. First of all, I feel like the woman should have kept the business light as well as him. And another thing you said, you don't think that he should have rights to the baby, but she said whether she did it the natural way or not, she did sign the baby over to them. She don't have no rights to the baby at all. Rather, don't matter, even if the artificial insemination had worked, it still was their child. It didn't work. They did it naturally. It still was their child. She signed the child over, and so that's the way it is.
I'm talking about legally when you break parts of a contract.
Well, see, that's morally. When you break the contract and start sleeping with the surrogate, you still signed the baby over. I don't think the judge gonna say, well, since you slept with them, the contract is null and void. She still
that's why it's in the highest courts. That's why it's gone to the highest courts, because it's not a cut and dry contract. If the contract, like if me and you have a contract of something and there's a part in that contract that I break, it's called breach of contract. Now I have a little bit of legal way to kind of wiggle myself out of that contract because the contract was breached in some way. I'm talking on legal terms.
And then for you to say he messed around on, he didn't love his wife, but then you got to think there's thousands of men that go sleep with other women that's not going to leave their wife. They love their wife, but they dogs. They like to go sleep around, and then they probably want to get with a woman that do something that their wife wouldn't do or whatever. But that don't mean they don't love their wife. They just dogs. They like to sleep around. If that's the case, most of the men don't. Thousands of men don't really love their wife, because thousands and thousands of men do sleep with women outside of their marriage because they dogs. A lot of them fornicate. So that don't mean what you're saying, Ms. CRUSIER.
Yeah, I think that if what you're saying, I think that some men like their comfortable lifestyle.
Let me ask you this question. What you're saying is all these thousands and thousands of men around the world that cheat on their wife don't love their wife.
What I'm saying is, let me say this. Not all of them, because everything ain't cut and dry. But a lot of times, you ever heard it's cheaper to keep her? It's cheaper to keep her. So a lot of times, men want their comfortable lives at home with the picket fence and the dog, but they want their outside life. So if you're putting let me ask you this: do you think that somebody who's putting your life in harm's way love you? He's going out here. He could bring you back a venereal disease, and that woman can get mad and come do harm to you, and you don't even know somebody's after you. Is that love?
They don't think about that when they get out there and get them a piece for another woman. They just cheaters.
I think that if we make them accountable and bring these things to their attention rather than making excuses for them because I guarantee you, if this was flipped and it's a woman out here messing around on her husband, it wouldn't be that this is just the way of the woman and she wasn't being sexually satisfied at home and this is just what she do. No, we'll be calling her a whore and a slut and she had that good husband.
Exactly.
It's a double standard.
Exactly, Ms. CRUSIER. Exactly. But what I'm saying is you do have women cheaters also. But that don't mean they don't love their husband. They just somebody want to go get an outside piece. They ain't gonna leave their family. Period. This man, no way, former fashion is gonna leave.
Sometimes he don't leave her because he love her, but
I
sometimes
listen to people every day on here in this sector talking about trade. Trade go out and do something different too, but that don't mean he don't love his wife. They like to go out and have a side piece. Men, a lot of men do that. So I can't say all these thousand men cheating because they don't love their wife. And then some of them, it is a cheaper to keep a situation that want to stay there for other reasons. The kids, I don't want to pay off the money. I get that part of it too. Mm-hmm. But like I say, if we was to think about it, well, like you said, but then that's the case. Nobody loved their wife because there's so many men out there cheating and women.
Well, I would just like to encourage women, raise your standard. If your spouse, if that is your spouse, then then you determine how somebody love you. I don't want that love. I don't want that love where you're going out cheating on me and put my life in danger.
Yeah,
I don't even know what's happening. That's not something that I would accept nor want, and I wouldn't think that I'm the winner in a case like that.
Girl, Miss Cruiser, ain't no man to go out there and get him a side piece. Thinking about the dangers of it, they just want to go lay up somewhere. They're not thinking about none of that.
Well, then I question, and that's what makes me question their love. Because when you love somebody, then you do think about the safety of the person that you love. You do.
Well, you would think so, but not then. You would think so, but girl,
I just think that we put too much responsibility on the woman. We put way too much responsibility and accountability on the woman, and then we kind of make excuses for the man. I feel like that happens a lot.
Do that. I say they both wrong. You got the women cheater and the man cheater like that. But you're right. They're going to look down on a woman more than they will a man. They really do that. They do that. But like I said, a lot of them cheating. You hear it every day on here talking about trade this, trade that. You know, so these men be cheating with women and men, and the women do too. But that don't necessarily mean they don't love their wife. They just like to go get outside pieces, I guess. But they're not going to worry about, I might catch a disease. No way they think like that at all. They think about getting their nuts out, girl. They want to feel good.
Well, that type of love is just not acceptable to me.
I know it's not acceptable to me.
And then, so I think to each is his and her own.
It's not acceptable to none of us.
Because I love myself better than that.
It's not accepted. That is all because we have morals and values and self-respect and everything. But I don't think like that. You don't think like that. We wouldn't do it. But girl, you got thousands. No, they're not thinking like that. They're gonna go cheat. That's what they do. And it is what it is. And that's the way me and you think. A man would leave a cheating woman quick. Yeah, the man would leave the woman quick. The woman gonna give the man all kind of chances. So I'm not putting the woman down. I'm saying it equally because some people would look down at the woman quicker than they would look down at the man. That is true. And you
she's just not, ain't nobody responsible for my marriage but the person that I married.
Right, but now
I'm not holding no outside person responsible.
In a perfect world, it would go like what you're saying. Oh, think about the disease first and all like that, but they don't think like that, baby.
Right. And I understand they don't. I'm just saying that we need to, I guess because I have two daughters, I teach them that what should be acceptable and what should not, and them respecting themselves and understanding what love is and what type of love would you accept for you.
Because love don't come into play when they cheat.
Even though it's not that way, it does not mean I'm not going to say what is right, and what is so. Mm-hmm.
See, like Fluffy Stuff said, I see it from both of y'all's perspective. However, I don't feel love has anything to do with cheating, and it don't. It has nothing at all to do with cheating. Some men just like to go out and cheat. It don't have nothing to do with cheating at all.
There's some women in the
perfect world, it would be like the way you said, but it's not. And it's gonna always been cheated for the sign. Even when I was a kid, I used to hear little grumbling about some of my friends' parents. Ooh, our daddy was this one so house. We hear things. Cheating always been around, but then they do love. They do set their family. That don't mean they don't love their wife because they dogs. They want to go get an outside piece.
Let me ask you this: if a woman, if a man who loved his wife, really loved his wife, if she put up a standard to say, I guarantee you, if I catch you cheating, that's it for us, will he risk losing her?
Yes, these men cheat all the time. Of course, that's what I'm telling you. Mm-hmm. Of course, he's gonna agree with her. He's not gonna tell his wife, "Oh, okay, baby, I ain't gonna never cheat, girl." Oh.
Yeah, I don't know.
Cheat.
I just have I understand what happened and that men do it, but I think men do it because we give them these excuses. My thing, I still I'm not convinced that you really love me if you're willing to cheat on me. I'm just not
And then
convinced.
a lot of
I'm
times
just
they don't
not
know that man
convinced.
cheat. The man might not never get caught cheating. So,
True.
so a lot of times she don't
Most
even
women
know
don't
that he
get caught.
cheating.
Women
You
don't
know,
get
because
caught,
you hear
but
women all the time. You hear women all the time saying, "Oh, they cheat. Oh, my man would never cheat on me." And then be the main one cheating. A lot of times they don't. So
yeah,
don't have nothing.
yeah,
They don't know what
yeah.
the men be doing. I used
It's
to,
a
when I
but
worked in the casinos in Las Vegas, girl, they do men trip. They be about, you hear them around at the bar and stuff talking about getting some of the hookers and stuff. They go have fun. That's why they go. They think that's part of the trip. Which men cheat and then they go back home to their happy life. That's what they do. That's what they do. They cheat. I watch them sit around the bar when I'm walking through there, grabbing one of the hookers, trying to flirt with the hookers and going on to the room, do what they want to do. You know what I'm saying? They cheat when they go on their little man trips. And they go home to their wife who they really love. And then cheat, men cheat. Some women do too. So I don't throw anything on a woman. I know they both involved. But men
even
cheat.
hearing that and trying to wrap my mind around it sounds like an oxymoron. He go out and cheat and with
And
prostitutes,
then go back home to his
but he
wife. Of course,
really
they do it
loves
every
his wife.
day.
It just sounds like a contradiction. It sounds
They
so
do it every
contradictory.
day in real life. Cheat
But
every day in real life.
I'm
Men
not gonna be
cheat.
the. My phone is going out. You can't statically. I'm gonna jump down off the panel. I'm not gonna be the dead horse, but it's an interesting conversation to hear both
It
sides.
is interesting because I'm trying to tell you, just because a man cheats don't mean he don't love his wife. Some men just cheat. And a lot of times the woman don't find out that they be my husband ain't never cheated on me. My husband ain't gonna never cheat. I sit in there and tell you I don't think my husband ever cheated on me. But I don't know that for real in all these 40 years. I ain't never heard of it. If he did, I don't know. And I don't need to know. I wouldn't dare ask. And I don't want nobody to come tell me nothing about your man was this because I'm going to stop in their tracks. Wait a minute. Don't you tell me MF thing about my man. Because, see, I have to find stuff out on my own. Men cheat. That doesn't mean they don't love their wife. And I get what you're saying that the
Yeah,
man
we're
really,
gonna agree to disagree
the
on that
man
part.
really, really loved his wife for real, they wouldn't cheat. Girl, that's not true at all. That's not true at
He
all.
may
Men
love her,
love
but he
their wife,
don't
men
really,
cheat.
really, really love her.
Yeah.
But I'm gonna hop off the panel and let someone else get on to give their opinion because I want to hear everyone's this morning. I appreciate you letting me come up.
Yeah, I want to hear somebody's opinion too. That don't stop no man from cheating. It really don't stop no man from cheating. Just because he cheat don't mean that he don't love his wife. Men cheat. It's simple as that. They cheat. They some cheaters. Cheater, wife beater. You know how the story goes. Cheater. And they stay with their wife. They're not gonna leave their wife, period. I'm seeing it too. I'm seeing it, so I don't agree with that with Miss Cruiser. If they really, really, really love you see these pastors, they believe in God, they this, they that. And they really do love their wife, which is the first lady. They cheat with the sisters in the church. We see it all the time. Now, I just dropped the link again if somebody else want to talk about this because, it is what it is. And when a woman do it, oh, she's the lowest down thing in the world. That's how they do to women. They sure do. A man, like somebody just said it, would leave a cheating wife. A man would leave a cheating wife, but a wife won't leave a cheating husband because they're going to work it out. He's going to sweet out. They're going to work it out. We women give these men too many chances. But a man wants his woman to be pure. The man that wants his woman to be untouched by nobody. Only want her to be touched by him only. He can't even phantom in his mind the wife cheating. But for some reason, he think he can cheat. Interested, anybody else want to say anything? Y'all hit that like while we at it. I keep forgetting to change my my cash up here, y'all. Now I'm gonna remember it today. It's Watkins Bless 56. Y'all go ahead and hit that cash up this morning if you want to. We greatly appreciate it. Thank you very much. If y'all enjoying my commentary right now, because this is me trying to bring some entertainment to you guys, and that is the way we get paid. So if y'all want to hit my cash app with whatever, it's fine. If you don't, it's not mandatory, but I do appreciate it. And let me move on and hit them likes too. What my gadget at? I don't even be keeping up with the likes no more. I try to stay off my looking at this gadget because I make sure I don't get thrown off when I'm talking. Okay, let's see what this person said. Vaseline and spatulas. What did you say, Salome? Women that understand the nature of a man remain married longer than women that don't understand. Nature is nature, and you can't change nature. Exactly. You cannot change nature. You can't. So that's one thing me and Miss Cruiser don't agree on. If a man loves you, he wouldn't cheat. That's not true. I can't agree. Now, I agree with a lot of the stuff you said, but not that one. And I love this shit. And I love this shit. That's a funny song. And what I mean by that, and I love the conversation we have, and I want more to jump in on it. Fluffy stuff. But make no mistake, I'm not advocating for cheating. I just don't believe that love is absent when cheating. Yeah, I'm not advocating it either. And I'm basically saying what you're saying. A man will cheat. Even the ones that we think would never cheat. Then you got some of them that have a conscience that would cheat, and it'll eat their conscience up. But don't no man check for no disease before he cheat. He just see a nice looking young lady, go out there and cheat and go home act like ain't nothing happened. They cheat. Been doing it. Hey Tracy. Hey Tracy, didn't see you. I'm speaking to you because somebody's speaking. How you doing this morning, girl? I was discussing how I was proud of Kiki when he came up there and got Mr. China down and told him about them threatening. I just wish he wouldn't go on nobody's panel no more. And you can't stop him grabbing the link when you drop it. But I was just hoping that you would say, okay, you don't want him to grab the link no more. Not you per se in general, because I heard he went over there to Jay Wilson's twice. I don't know if he went anywhere else. All I know is thank you, baby. You done heard about it. AK 5 Bay sitting over there talking about she done found a friend of 30 years that hit her up to do an interview. Ain't nobody hit her up. Ain't nobody did that. You looking for people so you can make you a coin off of that. People using this to make money. That's why ain't nobody looked you up for you to do no interview. That's not true. I don't believe it. Ain't nobody hit you up. I said that last night on Sir Kings. That whenever something go on, she'll go find somebody like she did Wolverine and other people to bring them over. But I also told Sir King, I said, Sir King, you do that too. You'll go find the person to interview when something going on. I told him that, Sir King, you come out them bushes. Men are visual creatures and women are emotional creatures. Yeah, women are more emotional, and that's why they say we wear hard on our sleeve. And a woman will fall in love first be quicker than a man. You could be with a man a whole year, he don't love you yet. The woman be fell in love. It takes time. You know, they're not as emotional as we are. And no, I wouldn't accept him cheating. That's why I say some women don't even know. Of course, I sure wouldn't. He'd have to go. But some women, like I say, will take their man back over and over and over again. Oh, no, I'm not condoning it. No, I'm just saying they cheat. And I only said that because Miss Cruz is saying that a man don't love you when he cheating. I'm telling you, that's not necessarily true. They just want to go and have some fun. They want to have, how they say, their cake and eat the ice cream too, whatever way they put it. They're going to stay home with their wife. They do love their wife and kids. They got a family. But if it's a cheating man by nature, he's going to always cheat. But he'll beat you up if you come tell his wife, because I've seen an incident like that where this young man cheated. Somebody went and told his wife, he beat the hell out the wife friend that told her for getting his business, making his wife break up with him. You know, come on, I've seen that kind of stuff before too. But when you got a friend and you see how husband treating on it, you're going to say, what should I tell her now? If I tell her this, it's going to hurt her. If I don't tell her, he doing this, he might take some a disease home, anything. It's a hard decision to make. If you got a friend and you see that her husband's cheating on her, that's hard to do. But I don't want nobody telling me about my husband, because if that's the case, don't come tell me nothing that's going to hurt me. Let me find out, because maybe I'll never find out. Because then once it's all said and done and we make up, most women going to be mad at the woman or man, whoever brought it to her that her husband did this. If they break up behind it, she's going to fault that person too. That's why I say it's hard to run and tell it. It really is. She's going to fault the person that came and told her your husband was cheating. And then y'all ain't got a friendship no more. Then when they get back, work it out and get back together, both of them mad at you. The friendship is broke. That's why I say that's a hard one. It's really a hard one. But wait a minute. They want their cake and Edie too. That's poor saying. I said that, sweetheart. Did I say it like that though? They want their cake and eat it too. It sounds like I say eat it. Yeah, eat it. That's just like when I be telling y'all, but that ain't the way it went though. But that's it. That's the deal though. I don't be saying deal though. So one day I had to classify. I be saying although, ALTHOUGH, although. But when I say but deal, the deal though, y'all. So right now, maybe I'm sounding like they want their Katie ED to. Jesus on the main line. Tell me what I want. That's funny. I guess I get on circadian nerves too when I mention Conway. Is it Kwame, or whatever the case may be? That's how I pronounce it, because I don't pronounce names good. But everybody know what I be talking about. Everybody know what I be talking about. They want that Kate and Evie too. That's funny. And while animals can be tamed, I'm pretty sure human males can control their instinct. They can if they want to. They can if they want to. Oh, Wendy Williams, girl, she knew all these years. She knew all these years. Can y'all hear me? Can y'all hear me? Can y'all hear me? Can y'all hear me? Somebody say yes or no. Can y'all hear me? Okay, let me see. I just entered the studio. More. All right then, let's see what's going on. Let's see what's going on. Can y'all hear me? Can y'all hear me? Can y'all hear me? Let me see. Oh, I dropped my phone. Can y'all hear me? Can y'all hear me? Okay, I dropped my thing, y'all. Oh my, what? I dropped it. Oh Lord, I don't know how to do that. Can y'all hear me? Can you hear me now, y'all? Okay, good. I picked up my other gadget. Okay, let me fix it. I dropped my thing, y'all. Okay, I don't answer. Hello? 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 I can't tell if y'all hear me or not, for real. I really can't tell if y'all hear me or not. Okay, but y'all said y'all can hear me, right? Okay, so I'm gonna do this. I'm gonna do this right here. Okay, I'm gonna do this right here. Then I want somebody to grab the link so I can know if I'm here. Right there, right there. Move this. Gotta go back there. Post comment. Do y'all see the link? Because I picked up the other gadget. And I'm not going to say nothing more. Do y'all see the link? And y'all do see the link too, huh, Tracy? Because I'm on a different gadget now. Because I dropped my thing. And I want to keep the conversation going. Thanks for y'all that waited for a minute. How long I've been on here anyway, y'all? Oh, I've been on here an hour and 8 minutes. That's cool. Okay, I'll drop the link one more time. If anybody want to say something, we can. I'm on a different gadget now. I don't know how I knocked that gadget down, but I accidentally did it, y'all. So I'm over here. I'm over here on this gadget now. And the phone is ringing like I don't know what. Let me see. Hello?
Hello?
Hey. Hello?
Hello?
I can hear you. You want to go ahead and speak?
Yes, ma'am. I want to know, how do you actually spell your last name? Is it Walkins or Watkins? Because on one of your panels you got Walkins, and I wondered, is it Walkins or Watkins?
Watkins, Watkins. Can y'all hear the caller? Can y'all hear the caller?
No, they don't.
Okay. Let me put my banner up first. Okay. Now let me go back here. Wait a minute, my banner is not showing. Uh-oh. I don't know why it's not showing because I can't bring you up till I put that up. Oh, there we go. There we go. Now let me bring you up. I'm trying to bring you up. Okay, let me go back. I'm trying to bring you up, girl. Oh, okay. Trying to bring you up, girl. You hear, Faith? Here we go again with this. Taking a long time to bring people up. Okay, I already, you back there and I see you in the private chat too. Okay, Faith, y'all trying to bring you up. I got my banner up. Oh, okay. Just stay right there. You move. Okay, I got to touch you. You there, Faith?
Yes, I'm here.
Okay, girl. Yeah, I almost forgot. Yeah, girl, this is a lot of work. I changed to the phones a lot. I had to do 3 or 4 steps before I actually bring you up, girl, on this thing. I don't know how I knocked my little gadget down I was on just then, but thanks for hanging around. Now, I'm finna move my thing, okay? Let me move it. There you go, girl. There you go. There you go, girl. There you go. And while I'm at it, y'all, let me have a sip of my Wawa. Go.
What was the color?
Hold up. It's spilling over, girl. Oh, Lord. Go ahead and talk, baby. Y'all get my towel to dry myself. Go ahead and talk, girl. Thanks. Go ahead and start talking. I'm getting so red. I just
I'm reading the chat, Miss Bless. I'm reading the chat. I'm trying to see what they're talking about. Okay. Good morning, Vegas. Good morning, ODS. I came up here. I want to know who was the caller that said I thought her name was Watkins.
I forgot what she said the name was just that quick. Because right then I was opening up my water and it fizzed all over the place, as you see. That flavored water, I had to get up and at least I got it. It didn't get on my carpet, my rug, because I got one of those long throw rugs too as well. So let me put the specs in. I left my specs over here.
Oh, Body Works, it was a troll.
While I'm getting this stuff together. Okay. All right. I'm ready. You could have been talking though. I was trying to move around, make sure I got everything wiped up. So I would have heard you. I wasn't too far away.
Drinking Hennessy glass. If you was drinking Hennessy, you ain't got to worry about it fizzing up. See, just get you some Hennessy and drink that in the morning.
Girl, I don't drink no liquor. Made me think of Mr. Brown. You know when Mr. Brown had that, I think it was the family when they came to the funeral when the old man Brown died and his brother offered him a beer. He said, "Oh no, I don't drink them beers. I don't drink them beers. I don't drink that stuff. I don't drink them liquors."
Oh. All right, I'm going back
to
make sure everything was working.
Yeah, it's working. I thought maybe you had an opinion on what we was talking about.
No, I'm gonna leave my opinion. They say I think like a man, so I'm gonna leave it alone. I'm gonna mind my business on this one.
Think like a man. You ain't gotta think like a man, girl. Let me get back to my
I don't think sex equals love to me. Sex is sex, love is love. It's two different things.
That's
So
what
it
I'm
is what it
saying.
is.
That's what I'm trying to explain to Miss Cruz. And like I say, that's what I like about coming on here. We all can talk and have different opinions. My opinion is a man do love his wife, but that don't mean some men just like to just cheat. It is what it is.
Right.
Miss Cruz over there talking about put some Jack Daniel in that coffee. Girl, please, I be fell out of here early morning hour. You know what I'm
Yeah,
saying?
you can put that little Jack Daniels peach in your tea. That's a beautiful thing. Crown Royal
Girl,
peach and iced tea. Yeah, I got a liquor for everything.
girl, back in the day, I used to drink them hot toddies. Get that,
Hot
that
toddy,
for a
cold
cold.
toddy, a toddy.
Yes, it did. Now, don't get me wrong. I've drunk me some liquor back then, and everything, especially when I had got out the church. But nowadays, on holidays, special occasions, or whatever, New Year's, I might have a toast of wine. Last time I tried to have a toast of wine, girl, I promise you I took one little sip. And I felt it because my body's completely clean of liquor, okay? So then one of my nieces, we had this big Thanksgiving we usually would get together, be all of us. So the last one, they was making some kind of mixed drinks. And it was beautiful. It was pretty. The color was orange and the ice in it looked so refreshing. I put the straw in there, took one sip. Oh, Lord, it went straight to my head, y'all. I'm telling you. And I'm sitting there trying to sip it. My sister sipping it. But that's if you ain't drank no liquor in a long time, it affects you like that. I said, well, I didn't need a whole drink. Y'all could have gave me a half a drink. And so I had to dance it off. We was playing karaoke and dancing and stuff. I had to dance that liquor down, girl. Okay.
They said they got some real funny comments in here.
Johnny said, Miss Bless, I recently heard a song. No, let me get back to it. It's going up to. I recently heard a song called It Ain't Cheating Until You Get Caught. Don't know who sang. Yes, indeed. But you know what? I haven't heard that song. Don't question a song like that, but some people will say it ain't cheating till you get caught. Let me see who this is calling me again, because I think they hung up the first time. Hello? You the same person? It's the same number. Hello? Hello? I'm going to call you back. Can you hear me? Oh, Lord.
We could hear them the first time, but they couldn't hear.
I know, but they hung up, though.
They said they sounded like Mama D.
Yeah, and like I said, I didn't put it together who that was until this morning. That's the lady who used to call in and say, leave my son alone. But Safari, that's if he get caught. See, so some men go out there like cheating in the marriage. I'm calling this number back. They ain't answer. Call back, y'all. Whoever just keep dropping the phone. But sometimes you never catch them. You know what I'm saying? Tracy said these comments. Let me read some of these comments, y'all. It must be really some hilarious stuff going on. Mrs. Bless working hard. At Manny, Mrs. Bless working hard. Let me go up and look at some comments, y'all. Because I can't be catching them all.
Sephora said, I'm a Pisces. It's not over until I get my revenge. Bollywood said cheating is only okay if the cheater is real.
Now, if you can't hear me and I can hear you, please stop ringing the phone. Can you hear me?
Yes, ma'am, I can hear you.
Okay, then. So
because on one of your overlays has WALKINS, and your name is WATKINS, and I was confused about it.
No, honey, I'm trying to tell you, it's WATKINS Watkins, and I don't remember writing on 9 when I just said WAL. Now on here that you're looking at now, I haven't
felt that way on one of your overlays, WAL.
Okay, then thank you for telling me. I would look to see. I would look to see because I haven't seen it yet. And who is this I'm speaking to? Is this Mama D?
Ma'am?
Is this Mama D?
No. This is your Florida supporter. Your silent supporter from Florida.
Oh, you the one called me one time when I wasn't live, right?
Yes, ma'am. I prefer to speak to you when you're not live.
Why? Because I'm off live. I'm through with the YouTube for in the morning. When I'm off live, I start doing my live.
I'm listening to you and saying it right now, and I don't understand it.
Well,
but, I want to continue listening.
Okay, no, but you said you prefer to talk to me when I'm not live. And I'm telling you that when I'm live, I'll be doing the show. But when I get off the show, I'm doing my life here in my house. Now, I did oblige you and talk to you, you know, and I didn't mind. If I got time, I still would talk to you again. But I'm just saying I prefer you to call when I'm actually doing the show, because you'd be a part of the show when we're talking. But I don't mind talking to you. I mean, you know, if I got free time like last time, I will talk to you.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, so that's no problem. I was just saying, catch me. You know, if you got something to say towards this subject or any subject, you know, you're welcome to always call in when I'm live. But like I say, next time, if I get time again and you call me when I'm not live and I have time to sit and talk to you, I would do that again, okay?
Yes, ma'am. Yes,
Yeah.
ma'am.
I appreciate your support. I really do.
Okay.
But you do sound like Mama D, y'all, you know, but you're not.
There's a lot going on.
Yeah, it's a lot going on.
Okay, I'll consider that.
Okay, consider it. All right. Bye-bye. I don't like being mean to nobody, y'all. Take up my time and listen to her right now. I do remember she called me one time when I got off live, and I talked to her because I had time. I said, okay, maybe some people just be lonesome and want to talk. Some people.
Okay, maybe, Miss Bless, maybe it's the asshole in me. And I'm just go ahead and say it. I know I'm an asshole. But how you a silent supporter and you keep calling? You ain't silent.
I know. But last time she called me when I went live, I just thought somebody lonesome, you know, and wanted to talk. So I did talk to her. And then another time I didn't have time to talk. And, you know, and I let her know if I have time, I will. Because sometimes people just want to just talk. And that day she just wanted to just talk overall, not just about what was going on YouTube. She was just holding conversations. And she said she in the same town as, oh, we don't even see her no more. I'll keep asking y'all what happened to her. What's her name is? Black Walking. What's her name?
Truth Enterprise.
Yeah, Truth. Yeah. She said she in the same town as Truth Enterprise. You know, and then another time she said, because I had talked to her a couple of times, but the second time I was rushing off, I didn't have time to talk to her. She was telling me somebody else she seen that be on the YouTube, but that's what I felt like. That's why I talked to her. I felt it was just somebody that was just lonesome and needed to talk. And YouTube was her only thing, and that's what I did. So just then I was trying to be patient. Maybe she wanted to talk. Or maybe she trolling. I don't know.
I can correspond by email so that way you can do it in your leisure.
Yeah. But I explained it to her like I just did. That's then I didn't want to be mean to her, you know. So, but I am letting her know, call me when I'm doing my show. Anyway, let's get back to the comments. She might not want to be in front of the crowd. But Voodoo, she can't nobody see her on the phone. You heard her just say silent supporter. She don't even want to say her name. I mean, you know what I'm saying? So, yeah. But she did say she was down there where that lady was, Truth Enterprise. And I wonder whatever happened to Truth Enterprise.
Maybe she just took a break.
Oh, Lord, hang up for your phone call. I've been waiting to get. Hold on a minute. Hey, talk for a second.
Okay, y'all. What y'all want to talk about? Voodoo, you shy? I would never believe that in a million years. ODS, you got not. You forgot about who, Janice? The truth. King Roman. Voodoo, I would never believe you are shy because you are real boisterous up in here. Hey, Muffy Boo. Y'all been cutting up in this chat all day, but it's been fun reading. Leslie stuck me up here talking about cheating. Boom, you say it's kind of weird. Miss Toby. Only thing you can email me 20 times. I don't worry about nobody emailing 20 times a day because it's up to me if I answer them. Do I think it's wrong what they're doing to the fact? Hell yeah, I think it's wrong. When Michael Phelps got caught with that, had tested positive, we ain't have all of this BS. And wasn't it legal when she smoked it? Where she smoked it? So I mean, they're gonna have to figure out what they want to do about this because the white folks want to make the money off the weed, but then they also want to keep us out of their competitions when we're better than them because of the weed. They just, I mean, it's, you know, we've always had two sets of standards when it comes to us, but they need to figure it out because right now it's right in our face. King Roma, you funny.
Here I am. Here I am. Woo, woo. Yeah, I had to take that call. It was very important. I always know. I got a message somewhere yesterday, and I just said, watch when I go live, they're going to call me in the morning. Sure enough, they did, but that's cool. It was something I was checking out in a good way or something that I'm doing. Ain't going to announce it yet. I got the call. It's proved and all this kind of stuff. When I get around to it, I will let y'all know. So that's what happened. That's why I said, oh, I got to take this call. But had it been something else, I wasn't going to take it. So anyway, I don't know what you're talking about, but keep talking for a second. I got my coffee heating. I'm going to run and get that. It's warm already. And I don't know what you're talking about, but that's fine too. Right back, girl. Go on the co-host. Be right back. Co-host by default.
Tracy, you said she out for 4 years. I thought it was just for 30 days. I thought she was suspended for 30 days. I didn't know they had changed it. When did they do that? And I thought Nike had said that they was going to stand behind her. So,
okay.
I'm ready.
Here I am, baby. Sign, seal, delivered. I don't know why that song went through my mind. Y'all make sure y'all hit that like, y'all hit that cash app, y'all do whatever y'all want to do. You know what? Speaking of that, I found this dispensary probably 4 blocks from me. But now I've always seen a sign out there saying with an arrow saying dispensary. So I'm nosy. I drove up the street to see what it was. I said, oh, it is one of the places. I want to go there. But while I'm in there, I don't know if they'll let me put, my video on because I want to, some stuff I want to pick up for somebody that keep talking about they wish they was in California, had this and that. I don't know what, but I'm going to go walk around and see and pick up some stuff for people this person that love trees. And they were saying they wish they was in California, got it going on. I want to go in there and look at some of the edibles. Now, Sir King, don't twist this tonight. I don't say I want some of the edibles, but I'm just curious, and I want to go in there and see. And because I had in mind from listening to my nieces, young folks smoke them trees and stuff, that they have some kind of I won't call it a beginner's package, but it's some kind of box they have with a little bit of everything in there. Like a tester kind of thing, but you buy it, but it's a little bit of everything. I want to go see for myself. So if like I think it is, I got a plan. I want to give somebody. I think their birthday coming up. I'm not for sure, but it ain't. It's gonna be a just because situation. So I think I might go there today and look around.
Ms. Bless, you're not supposed to send it in the mail. I mean, you can. I mean, it's a couple of places.
I can't order it, and you know how people order stuff and send it to the person that ordered it. They can't do that because I'm not going to get it myself and mail it and put it in something to mail it. No, I'm not going to do that.
I'm not sure if you can. I only know because my son uses he uses a mail order place, but I'm not sure.
Okay, because that's just like when the COVID started. Everybody had to buy stuff online and they would mail it to the person. So that's why I got to go there and see.
I'm not really sure, Bless. You might want to ask them.
Yeah, that's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna go there and see that if I put this order in for somebody, don't give it to me, pay for it there and they mail it to where it's going, because that's what they was having to do when the COVID was going on. Right.
Well, you gotta make sure wherever you sending it is not someplace where it's still illegal too.
But I'm not gonna send it. I'm gonna order. That's just like if I was to get on the phone right now, order and they'll deliver it. A situation like that.
I understand what you're saying. I'm just saying make sure it's legal where you're sending it to.
Oh, yeah, that person is illegal. This person ain't got nothing to go on. Yeah.
All right, I don't want you to get no
everybody taking me wrong, too. I know somebody was saying, Bless said she's going to get some of the mail. And no, Octavia, baby. I'm not saying me. I'm saying like the way when people had to order online and they sent it to the person that ordered it. I want to go find out, do they do that? Because everybody was ordering all their stuff like that. She said, Bless, you're about to go to jail. I'm not going to do that myself, y'all.
These might say he got $20 on your books.
Oh Lord, I ain't gonna do nothing like that myself. Y'all ain't crazy. Come on now. I'm not gonna do that. I'm going to go find out like what I said. Oh Lordy. Oh Lordy. Miss Cruiser back. Hey, Miss Cruiser.
You got me cracking up, Bliss.
Right? No, but see,
I understand what you're saying.
Y'all know I'm not gonna do nothing like that. You know what I'm saying?
Can you hear me?
Yeah. I mean, come on now.
Okay.
I ain't crazy. I know that's federal right there, girl. I'll be under the federal jail.
Yeah, because in some states you got to remember it's legal in California, but it's not legal, let's say, in North Carolina. So of course they would say, oh no, we can't send it to North Carolina because it's illegal for the person in North Carolina to receive it. Also, it's not even legal. Do you know it's not legal for you to send wine or liquor? And so more than likely, if it's illegal,
ain't nobody gonna do that themselves, though. Is what I'm saying.
But even if you go in a wine store is not going to mail the wine for you. No one can.
Oh, okay.
What they may do is they may send it, like if we have this wine store here called I can't even think of the name. It's a popular name. So if they have one, let's say if I'm sending something to you, they'll send it store to store, but they won't send it, like put it in a package and send it to your house. And that's for wine.
What about people that get these big extravagant parties and stuff, and they order their liquor for their parties to get delivered?
They would have to have a liquor license. And it have to be delivered.
Right. Okay. Yeah. I know people they do deal with that. But you're right. California is different from some states. It is totally legal in California. I get it. So that's why I said I'm going to go there and ask questions myself. That's why I said that. I didn't say.
But I can tell you right off the bat, if you mailing it to a state where weed is illegal,
no, I'm not
they're going to tell you no.
Okay, whatever. That's why I said I'm going to go there and ask them questions myself. Because they know better than me or anybody on here. That's what I was trying to say. I'm gonna ask questions, and if they do that, and then I will be surprised. They would get it themselves. I physically is not gonna go get no box, pack nothing up, and say nothing that could possibly have me under the federal jail. So let me reiterate that whoever that's taking it the wrong way. No, I said I'm gonna go look around them and ask some questions. How do that work? Now, if it's just for California only, then I understand. But if they say somewhere else where it's legal, and I'm not going to say what state, who I'm thinking about, what state, then I would go for it. Because like I said, when the COVID was going on, people was ordering all this stuff to get delivered. So I'm thinking like that.
So official D-Spot, I was in your state this weekend with my daughters. They're college students. So you already know. More than likely, they like the trees. So I'm trying to figure out why my daughters are trying to get me to go to Virginia, which is 4 hours away from me, instead of us taking a flight over to Florida, where most college students like, right? So we get there. Once we cross the state line, one of my daughter's college roommates say, oh, yeah, it's legal in this state. It was legal as of July 1st. I said, they got me. They got me. That's them helpers got me. And all in the parking lot. That's probably why the fire alarm went off in our hotel, waking me up at 6 o'clock in the morning. But all in the parking lot, you couldn't smell nothing but weed. It was just weed, because July 1st, 2021 in Virginia, it is legal to smoke weed. Oh, them helpers got me. But I was
it's legal in California.
Go to Virginia and not Florida. It didn't make sense to me.
Well, it's legal in California everywhere. T-Lounge said weed is not legal federally, so I would stay away from mailing it. But I mean, I'm definitely gonna stay away from mailing it. That's what I just explained to y'all. I physically wasn't gonna mail anything myself. So I'm gonna say that about 10 more times before everybody thinks that I'm saying I'm physically mailing it myself. I am in no way saying that. And what do you mean, trap phone official? What do you mean by that?
I didn't think you were saying. I didn't think you were saying that you were going to physically put it in the package and mail it yourself. I just wanted you to know that there are certain things that you cannot mail. Put it. Not you that cannot go through mail to be sent somewhere. And
that's why I said I was going to physically go there and ask them questions, because they would know more than us. That's why I said that.
I would be scared. I would be scared to even ask. But
why would you be scared to ask somebody a question? You want to know, do people order their stuff? And if they do they mail, and how far? I'm just going to ask some questions. That's all that I don't know. So why would I be scared to ask a question? Not like I'm a Biden right there and make them think I'm finna mail something.
Yeah, I think you kind of missing what we know you're not Millie,
Yeah,
but I
I'm
think
missing what you're saying.
Yeah.
But so that's why I'm gonna drop it. I'm missing what you're saying. Because all I'm saying is I'm going to ask questions on my own because they would know better than me, you, and anybody on here. And I had to reiterate again, I didn't say I was physically going to do that myself.
And don't eat nothing while you in there, Blessed. Don't eat nothing they offer you.
Girl, I don't mess with them trees. I don't smoke them trees and none of that. I'm gonna ask some questions because somebody was asking me about that here, and I said I've never been in one, but I'm gonna go see. I'm because I hear about it too much. I'm curious because I hear my nieces and them saying something about dispensary. You know, people don't even hardly buy their trees no more. I'm thinking off the streets. I think they go to dispensaries because they say they got all kind of stuff for everything. You know, pain, you name it. So I'm curious. I want to go peek for myself now. And
I told
questions.
my children, we went to one of those stores, and I told my kids, I said, do not put any contraband or any drugs in my car and carry it out. Them people in that store laughed at me. I said, y'all can laugh.
Well, if it was legal, I would have laughed at you too.
I'm about to get arrested.
But now we're getting too far away though from my commentary.
I was just saying for
about this weed
because of what people were saying in the chat. I was just
no, that's fine too. I'm just saying I got to
had
put
a
it back
question for
in.
y'all though when you finish.
That's what I'm saying. I'm trying to put it back in now so I can get ready to start wrapping up off here. I want to reiterate what I was talking about. The man with the baby situation, the married man cheating on his wife with their surrogate. Do y'all think that the lady should have legal right because she did sign the child over, whether she had an affair or not? Then I talked about 5'8", talking about she found a friend of 30 years that was a friend to China that hit her up for an interview, which I don't think that's true. Ain't nobody called her and said, I'm going to give you an interview, but it is what it is. And I also talked about the way Sean Bradley was compared it to when he was grieving, and he thinks the man is not grieving because he hopped on Jay Wilson twice, been over there on Tweezers twice or whatever. And so, and I'm saying everybody grieve in their own way. And I also talked a little bit about what we talked about on Sir Kings last night. And I said, I finally realized this morning who Mama D was. That's the lady that used to call in and say, leave my son away. If anybody got any more to say on those subjects, I'm getting ready to wrap it up. Let's talk about it. You know, a little more. If not, you know, I'm going to drop my link one more time. Somebody who got something to say on it, we would do that. If not, then I'm out of here.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I had a question for you. You said that you think like a man, and I understand. I can't tell you how much I understand. We can have a whole conversation about that, girl. So let me ask you this. So when you were kind of defending the you said you weren't going to speak on it. Was that because you yourself believe that if you're in a relationship, you should be able to go out and do what you need to do, and he shouldn't be like, you know, well, she don't love me. She just getting things done.
No, actually, I was saying because I'm the cheater. I was the cheater. I have a tendency to step out. I never got caught, but I just didn't. It wasn't about. It was something I wanted to try.
Right, and it wasn't connected. It wasn't connected to love. Okay, I'm feeling you on that.
Let's backstroke for a minute. Hold on, y'all. Backstroking. When I was gone for a minute, you oh my God. When I was gone for a minute, Face, you said you stepped out. Is that what you was talking about just now? I was gone for a minute.
I'm gonna put my number in the private chat. Let's chat.
Okay.
No, Face, ask me. Is that what you was talking about?
I was saying that no, when we was talking about, I just said that I wasn't going to talk about. You was on here because I'm the one that always cheat.
Really?
Women cheat. Women probably cheat more than men. Women just don't get caught. Women go out their way and do everything that they can to keep it discreet. Or a woman will discuss it with a man. I think that let me say this, if I'm in a relationship and we both say, you know what, you know, we're gonna do our own thing, but we're gonna love each other and keep our house intact, I will only be okay with that if it's okay on both sides.
But I'm not talking right now about women in general. I'm asking Faith, did you say that you was once a cheater or a cheater? That's what I'm asking you.
Yes.
Oh, girl, you got some tail. Oh, Lord, we got to talk, girl.
Now all the women coming out admitting what they do.
Wow, Faith, me talking to you and stuff. Well, you know, but like I said, women cheating. And evidently, I want to know why. What was your feeling? Was there something not getting taken care of home? The whole 9 yards, girl. We got to talk. That's another day, though. Because this goes, I wants to know.
Variety. Just like, we always talk about men like to have fun and variety. We women like to have fun and have variety too. I mean, women like sex just as much as men, if not more.
No, but you would be somebody that would never cheat, like Face Yaya saying. So I said to her, we got to talk about this a little. I'm saying to her, we got to talk about this some more.
Bless, if I was you, I wouldn't swear before Jesus and say that.
What?
If I was you, you just said you're probably not the type of person who would cheat like Yaya. I'm just telling you in response to that, don't swear before Jesus and say that.
Well, you saying that somebody don't love somebody if they cheating, so I'm taking it that you wouldn't cheat.
I'm saying that if you cheat, you probably not as in love as you think you are.
So then now I'm gonna take from that you're saying you wasn't really in love and you cheated. See, that's what I'm saying.
Hypothetically, perhaps.
Okay, that's enough to talk to. Like I'm saying, I don't have all day, but Face Yaya, girl, I'm gonna hit you up. Girl, I didn't know that. I miss you saying the woman who had the affair only signed the contract for being a surrogate. That means the husband impregnates his wife and the egg is implanted to the surrogate. The affair is with the cheater's eggs. Okay, Nita.
Now, Tracy, you know I ain't
said she having two husbands.
Without using, you have to use protection. Ain't nobody out here just slinging punani all up and down willy nilly.
Girl, I don't know, Face Yaya. A lot of these men when they get ready to cheat, honey, they don't be thinking about the bad side. You might catch something, put it around them. They don't be thinking like that. They be hurt each other.
Well, they don't even love themselves because you should.
Yeah, they don't be caring about all that.
My whole thing is I love me, so I'ma protect me. Then if they good enough to be out there slinging their little ping all over the place without protecting themselves, that's on them.
And you know what? Okay, Slim Thick Thigh says cheating becomes an issue when you let the person be a side piece. And that's also from what I hear when people do a threesome and the men start liking the extra lady that he brought into their bed, start liking the way she did it better than his wife. Yeah, then he start cheating her by herself without the wife being involved. That's another way too that it happens. You know what I'm saying?
Sometimes the women, sometimes the women
in your bed.
Sometimes
don't bring no third person in your bed with you like that, because the man might fall in love with that woman who y'all allowing to bring in. He might say, well, she get better head than my wife. She do this better than my wife. And there you go. They behind your back getting together without you. Y'all be careful of that, because I heard of things like that happening before too.
Black, did you say better head?
Well, the woman might get better head or whatever than his wife, and he might fall in love with her. Don't never bring no woman, because he might like the way the woman do anything than his wife. I'm being serious.
Bless, you're gonna be on the agenda tonight because you done said
hey. I'm just saying, don't bring another woman in your house, because the man might she might do it better than his wife. That's all I'm saying, y'all.
You already know Sir King got the hots for you, and he gonna want you to come on his show and say head again.
Oh, that's right. He don't like to say what it is, because last night he didn't want to say the word C-U-M. Somebody said
he wanted you to say it, but he sure wanted you to say it.
And I said it because why come I can't say words? It's just words. I'm grown. We all grown on here right now.
He wanted to hear them words spill off your lips again.
That took me out though. Oh my God, you have tickled the hell out of me.
Look,
oh, y'all got to be serious. Why we got to beat around the bush? Oh, well, that's the truth. Just think about it. You know what I'm saying?
But it could be the same for the woman. A woman could feel like she's being more satisfied in that threesome, because hey, it can. A threesome could be two men in one woman.
What it is, the woman do it better than his wife.
Okay,
that's just what it is. But anyway, so he didn't even want to say that word last night. I had to spell it out and say the word, just like he didn't want to say pussy. He's saying ussy. Ain't no such thing as no ussy, Sir King. Come on now. Say you're a grown man. You're a grown man, almost 50 years old. Just say what it is.
Oh, Lord have mercy.
Lord have mercy. Jesus fix it.
Oh my goodness. But I'm jumping down.
I'm right behind you. This is a good live. Y'all, look. Shout out to all the women in the chat who want Boo and Bay. Y'all my sisters. Y'all have a good day. I'm gonna jump
Okay,
down.
Okay, thanks for coming up, Miss Cruz. I'm gonna get off here too, because I done went way past my hour. I went an hour and 44 minutes. It is what it is. Now, when I come back later on, I'll be on Blessed too. Y'all, I think Big Brother started again. Every year I think I'm watching because of how prejudiced they are, but I got to watch Big Brother. I haven't watched it yet, but Lockhead Boss Lady was doing a live. I heard her mention something about Big Brother, so I'm assuming that the season has started already. And y'all give her a click review too. She be doing some good stuff, but lately she mostly on Instagram with how big her audience be at. So, and then with that said, y'all, that's all I had to talk about today. Thank you, thanks for co-hosting when I had to get up for a few minutes, girl. I'm gonna go back and replay it, honey. But man, you got to talk, TALK talk, because I want to know where the mindset be when somebody's cheating on their other half. Are they getting satisfied at home? See, that's a different story. You know, or what? Or is things not good and y'all argue like y'all already get along and you don't want them to touch you, get along, you go elsewhere? I got questions, y'all. So if I come back on and talk about this subject again, I'm going to have on one of my bonnets that says questions. Shout out to Deanna Urban. Questions. I got questions. He's got questions. Everybody got questions. So anyway, y'all. There's my cash app is Watkins Blessed 56. It's not Blessed Watkins. Now this lady said I got my name spelled different somewhere else. I'm gonna have to look and see, because on one of those things I still do have it the way I had it. With that said, y'all, I'm gonna have a sip of my Wawa on the way out of here. Let's see. Here we go. Let me see. I'll make sure it don't fizz up this time. Let me see. Oh, I gotta open it very slow. It probably won't though. I think it fizzed up because when I picked it up, I made it shook it a little bit unknowingly. Let me reiterate, y'all. I am not gonna buy nothing and put nothing in nothing and mail nothing nowhere. I said I'm going to ask questions and see do they take order to do it like that. I'm very naive of that. I don't know no better when it comes to that. So if it sounds ignorant and me not knowing because it's federal, well, I don't know. And that's why I said I'm going to ask questions. So before you run with this, or King, listen, got any of y'all that's gonna twist it like y'all do, I didn't say it like that. I gotta put this on ice, y'all. With that said, toodaloo. Toodaloo.